Music.
Yep, already done. So, Krieger, do you want to do like a recap before we start?
We done got Volvo to his house. We
Volvo.
got bulk heaps treasure. Everybody loves us. We're winners.
Pretty much.
Didn't lose anybody.
Well, we could say we lost Crypt. Oh, and no one has to blame.
No, well, we're not there yet. I'll fix that up for everyone very shortly.
Hey, look, Furs is live.
First is live. All right. All right. So, yes, you guys did figure out what's happened with Marco Volo. You guys met Volathamp Getarm, did battle not against him but with him, and there was an encounter with a lich that Marco appears to have done a 5-finger discount on.
And two giants.
The lich then summoned 2 giants and disappeared, teleported away, or it appears. And Marco now has the eye in his possession. And you guys were last in Shadowdale, which on the map is where the red arrow is, give or take. Now, I would assume you guys would have wanted to rest for a few days and whatnot. Just, heal up, make sure everything's good. Yeah. And after much consideration, I've decided rather than us role-playing all the way back to Waterdeep, which we could, given Marco's situation with what his responsibility that he now has regarding the eye, he believes it would be prudent to teleport back to get the eye under the care of his uncle or grandfather, or under Mascar's care.
Just him.
Well, the offer is there to take everyone, if that's what everyone so desires. Either way, both Marco and Volo are going to be teleporting away.
I do feel much more at home when I'm closer to the ocean.
So at this stage, Snowflake is not in the party, and when you guys start, quite a few of the party members are going to be absent, providing you guys are happy to be teleported back to Waterdeep.
Well, I reckon we should be.
It is a long way to walk it.
It certainly is.
Wait.
Took you guys a long time to get where you are now. Alright, so everyone's happy to do that then?
Now, we do have steeds as well. Do we just want to get there and sell them off? Or what do we want to do?
I think he was asking you guys.
Can they not be teleported with us?
No, not easily.
Sell them off to the people of Shadowdale.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to buy more.
They'll need food for winter.
Okay, so basically add 25 gold to each of your monies, except for Snowflake, because you're not actually meant to be in the party yet. Speaking of, I'm taking Dern out of the party sheet for the moment. I am taking Zhao out of the party sheet for the moment, but I'm going to leave Snowflake in there for the moment. Okay.
With Volathamp and Marcus?
That's the combat tracker.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. I took them out of the party sheet just for the moment. Okay, we need to remove Zhao from there as well. And those zombies belong to Midnight, I believe.
One to
Uh,
Midnight,
I-
one to Lobo.
Ah, sorry,
That's
one
cool.
to each. Yeah.
I left mine guarding the entrance to that tomb that we
Alright,
lit out.
cool. They're staying there then. So we have Gwen, Snowflake, Lobo, Midnight. Beautiful. Alright, so after a few days of showing the hospitality of the locals, the offer to be teleported back along with Marco and Volo, you guys have agreed with, and subsequently you find yourself teleported back to out the front of the Wands family mansion. And Marco says, thank you for all your help, friends, and he hopes to be in contact soon. And with that, he turns and enters the mansion. And Volo says, we should meet again in a few days at the Yawning Portal Inn. And with that, he just turns and leaves as well. So,
Can we do some shopping?
yes, we certainly can.
Just on money and that, we left a lot of money back at that very annoying area.
Cormier,
What's gonna
yes.
happen
Well, you could always send a messenger to have it sent, to you. It is. Yeah, I thought you cashed them in too, actually.
I was pretty sure we cashed them in when we were leaving.
Yep. Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, just to expedite things, you've got your money. Don't stress.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, what is it you wanted to buy?
Well, I wouldn't mind getting a magical mace if possible, magical shield if possible, or magical armor if possible.
Okay. Well, let's have a very quick look here. Midnight is wearing... What's your weapon at the moment, actually?
Wearing half plate.
Uh-huh. With just a regular mace, and in your inventory,
I was thinking the mace.
you have 3 magic rings.
Yeah.
Midnight. What happened to that that hammer I swapped you for? The flail.
Sold it. It was just a regular hammer.
I thought it was a magic hammer. That's why I was.
Yeah, that's what we thought as well. But yeah, it just turned out to be just a finely crafted hammer, and yeah, so I thought, oh, I'll just sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hi, Stormy. Thank you for the bit. Okay. So, first things first, with rings, you can only wear 2 of them. Only 2 will work at a time. You are in possession of 3 rings. Now, I went through character sheets during the week, and the average player has got 3 magical items, which is about right, where you should be. Gwen, for example, has the cutlass.
Yeah.
What else you got that's magical, Gwen?
Nothing. I don't.
No, I can see a second thing. You have another unidentified item.
Do I?
You do. You do, as well as sorry, going through the list. Pet Pebble.
Yeah. Just delete that. Hang on.
Well, you can delete it. It's your character sheet.
Yeah.
You have 2 magical items at the moment.
Okay.
Lobo.
Oh, the fine half plate armor. No, that's magic.
Yes, it is. And in fact, we'll say that you got it identified while you were out and about in Shadowdale, and you guys are shopping now. So before we get into the game proper, you guys would make this happen. That's not too much of an issue. Turns out it's actually a half plate +1.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So I didn't know it was unidentified.
You have to read a bit more. Lobo has Nightcaller
Yep.
and has a scimitar.
Yes. A +1 scimitar.
Yep.
It's especially effective against all dragons and lizards.
And he has the vicious flail, which actually is a magic weapon. So that's 3. And
Yeah, I do believe the Vicious Flower was a +1 weapon.
no, Vicious Flower is not +1. Vicious Flower does +7 damage on a crit. So you roll double dice and then add another +7 to the damage. But and that sounds really powerful, but it doesn't give you +1 to hit. Yep. Yeah, Shadow Spike was +1. Okay, now Snowflake is a new character that Beck has created. She's now one of our permanent players, and as a result, got to create her own one. She's created a Tabaxi, much to Gwen's disgust.
Wouldn't let me be one.
That's right. And the Tabaxi has leather armor +1 and a ring and a magical loot, which I'm sure you will be hearing her play Stairway to Heaven on at some stage. So at this stage, first thing we'll do, if there is anything that you feel you should get, any sundry gear, any non-magical gear, you guys can just buy it and take the money out. I trust you guys with that. Midnight has 3 rings. It's up to him what he does with
I'm
those.
gonna sell the Feather Falling.
Unless anyone wants it. Maybe they'll buy it. Who knows?
What is it?
Ring of Feather Falling.
Explain. Keep going.
Basically, if you fall from whatever height, you don't take damage.
That's the basics of it, yeah.
That's interesting.
It is. It's a little bit valuable too. It says the cost is somewhere between 501 and 5,000 gold.
That's what my armor says.
So it is quite valuable. Whether any of you would use that, it's entirely up to you.
Being a monk, I've got it naturally, so at this level, so I don't need it. But
I could give you an orc hand.
No, I really want a magical mace, and that's what I was thinking on funding it with.
Okay, so keep in mind too that I know your characters wouldn't know this, but the adventure you guys are about to embark on is a massive dungeon, bigger than anything you guys have come across. Okay, this thing is huge. There will be magic treasure, but you've got money to burn, and I'm not going to say no at this stage. If you want a magic mace, do you have anything specific in mind?
Mace of Cuthbert would be nice.
yes,
It would be extremely nice.
I don't know, just like, say, +2 mace, depending on how much it is.
What about
Where do we
a...
find items?
well, you guys can't. That's the whole thing. It's part of the Dungeon Master's Guide.
with all the cash we got, we can spend the next couple of days shopping. Do we find a shop where there is magical items?
Yeah,
could
in
perhaps-
Waterdeep, there is a huge city. There would be places that would sell magical items. That's not a problem.
Nice. Is there also somewhere we could actually bank some of our money if we?
Sorry, Krieger. Give me 2 seconds. Mid's just had a good
Alright.
idea. Give me 1 moment.
Don't do that talking off screen stuff. Oops, they're gonna wrestle for it.
I just asked him whether he had a hard copy of the Dungeon Master's Guide. That way I can have a look at the maces.
Aha.
Right. Sorry about that. I'm back. Mids, you do find a moderately powerful mace. You would call it a +2 available. and they'd be pretty happy to swap that ring for it if none of the other players want that ring.
Well, if they're happy to swap for it, I'll do that.
Does anyone want the ring?
As for
Nah.
I don't need it.
Done. The mace is in your bag, and ring of feather falling is gone diddly on.
I won't need that.
Right. And I'll identify that mace because you will know what it is. And I suppose I'll equip it for you as well. On your actions tab. Yep, it's there. You might want to delete your old one if you're not going to use it. Yep. Perfect. Now, did anyone else want anything else? If you've got the money to burn, this is the place and time to get things. Rather than me giving you a list, you just tell me the general idea of what it is you're trying to shop for. And
Braces of defense.
Armor. Helmet.
you've
or
got armor.
ring.
A helm is included with your armor.
Oh, okay. Any magical rings that...
What do you want it to do?
Ring of feather falling.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any rings on. I'm just...
No, that's okay. But what did you have in mind? What effect do you want it to have?
I don't know.
Well, that doesn't help.
I know. I don't have a book.
You don't need a book. It's a magical world. What does your character desire?
that's a bit of a loaded question.
It is, isn't it? Think of it this way. Gwen, the character, is a fighter,
Yeah.
ex-pirate. What would they find incredibly useful? What do you imagine? If they could have a ring that gave them a magical property, what would it be? What would be the biggest advantage?
2 whole legs.
Do you dual wield?
No. She only carries a one-handed weapon.
Can you?
No. Not with
Gonna
my
say,
special,
you
not
could
with my
always-
special.
I was going to say you go with your scimitar and a magical hook.
That's cool. But does a hook count as another handed weapon?
That's a good question. We'll ask that one later. You'd also have to lose your other hand.
Arr.
But I mean, you're asking for a magic ring. What sort of magic? You've got
Oh,
a.
I don't know. I don't know. Just ask other people or not.
All right. What does everyone think she should get for a ring?
I meant for themselves, but okay.
Yeah. Well, Snowflake is fine. Lobo's. Was there anything else you wanted, Lobo?
I'm always in the market for some braces of defense or something like that.
Okay. Let me have a look.
When being a pirate, something like a ring of water walking.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Lobo, your braces of defense would set you back. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
Upwards of close to 5,000 gold. They're not cheap at all.
Yeah. Just seeing what I could trade out.
There are.
I got nothing near 5 grand.
Yeah, they're very much sought after item.
Put it this way, if I can't get a +1 shield, I've got some money that I can lend you.
Well, don't forget too, you're going into a dungeon that's renowned, where people who come out of it very, very powerful and very rich.
Are we?
But, yeah, well, out of game, that's what I'm telling you. A little bit of backstory. It would be knowledge that your characters would have of the dungeon. You would have heard
but we-
rumors of. Yes, no, I know that, but I'm telling you because you're shopping around. you're going to find gear.
That's cool. Okay.
All right, last call. Anyone else want anything else?
Well, put it this way: I've got about 2,500 I could muck around with.
Yep. Well, healing potions are always a good idea if anyone needs those.
I got a lot of healing potions on me at the moment.
Excellent. And any sundry gear like ball bearings, which was genius, by the way.
Oh,
Thank you.
I want to
Actually,
buy
I
a
wanna
couple
get
of
some,
diamonds.
Diamonds.
I might get some of my own ball bearings and caltrops. I don't know how to do that.
I
Yep.
got 10 caltrops I'll happily give to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to take them out of my inventory. You
Yep.
can add them to
So
your...
to buy a diamond, there are 2 different ones available, and the cheapest one is about 1,000 gold. Midnight. Unless you go for
That
like a
was 10,
flawed
was it,
one.
Krieger?
Sorry, mate?
That was 10 caltrops, yeah?
10 caltrops.
All right, so let's get this underway. Anyway, you guys shopping around, we can still do that for the little bit, and you guys we're going to return to the Yawning Portal as per the instructions of Volothamp.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, not a problem. So I'll give you a bit more of a description of the inn, because last time you guys were here, I didn't quite do it justice, I don't believe. Okay. So the Yawning Portal, it is a largish building, okay? And on the main floor in the tap room, there is a well in the middle of the room. Now this well is pretty big. It's about 40 feet across in diameter, right? And up to about waist height on a human is like stone. And the history of it is that well used to be a tower of a wizard named Halaster Blackcloak. And he created a dungeon underneath his tower, and over time the city of Waterdeep was built around his tower, which ended up, crumbling away, and someone built another building over the top, and eventually that became the Yawning Portal Inn. Now there's a winch system and a hoist where people and things can be lowered into and out of the well. The well, if you were to look over, you can only see down about 20 feet, but you've been told that it is quite deep. And you will be charged 1 GP per person to go down and 1 GP per person to come up. You will not be hoisted out unless you send 1 gold up first. That's just the way it's run. Now, only 1 person can go down at a time, and only 1 person can come up at a time. You could try climbing down it. People have done it before. People have climbed out before, but it is said to be truly difficult to do so.
This is where that ring of featherfall would have come in, because you could have just jumped in.
Too late for that. It's gone now.
With those diamonds, I want to buy 2 of them that are worth 300 gold pieces each.
Okay. I can make that happen for you. Now, anyone have any questions or anything?
Any sign of Volothamp?
No, but he did say give him a few days.
Cool. Are we staying at the Yawning Portal?
You certainly are, and the man who runs it, Dernan, is about, and there's been stories told of, Marco and you guys, and he's got a little bit of I don't want to say infamy, but people know who you are now. But you also find out, you're not wanted by the guard or anything. Everything has gone pretty much according to plan. So we'll fast forward it a little bit, and you wanted 2 of those diamonds, didn't you? Yep. You now have 2 of them in your possession. Done. Okay. After a few days, you guys are staying there. You know, you see the odd adventurer pay the gold and get lowered down, and you notice that people who are watching are making wagers on how long people will last, or whether they'll come back, or how long it will take, and yeah, it's like a big game to the patrons who are just watching and aren't brave enough to go down there themselves. Okay, and you've noticed a few people who do hang around, like they look like they want to, but they're not brave enough, and you do see, you know, when a group of adventurers goes down, people offer them quests. Can you do this while you're down there? If you do that, there'll be rewards, so on and so forth. And after a few days, Volo does come in. And he greets you warmly. Sorry, go on.
Marco?
No. Marco
No,
is
Volothan.
Volothan. I'm just going to call him Volo because that's what he generally goes by. Okay, so he buys everyone a round of drinks and says, oh, I've got a bit of a story for you guys. And he explains that long time ago, there was an elven kingdom in the north called Ilafan. Okay. And an alabaster throne belonging to the last coronal of Ilafan, so coronal's like the king, disappeared from the capital city of Alinthaldar. Don't worry too much about that. Where the Mad Mage built his tower, and today stands Waterdeep. It's said that a group of dwarves feared the destruction of such a miraculous work of stonecraft and stole the throne right out from under the elves' slender noses. Where the dwarves hid it for so long, who knows? But it would be very pleasing to the elves of the north to know that it survives. And with that, he says he's always trying to make new friends. Not that he hasn't got plenty already. And exclaims that he's heard rumours that it's to be found in Undermountain, which is down the well. That's it. Discuss.
Oh, sorry, mate. Can you give me the name of the thing that was stolen from the elves by the dwarves?
Yes. It is a alabaster throne. So it's like a chair. And it is said to be very, very beautiful and intricately made. And
How big is this thing?
the size of a throne.
Are we to bring it out or just to let them know that it still exists?
If it's possible, bring it out. But just if you find it, let me know and we'll organise getting it. Yes, it is an interesting one, isn't it? A throne of all things.
Yeah, that could be something as simple as a chair and as big as something like the Iron Throne, made of all those.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds interesting. What are you suggesting, Vola? You want to go after this thing?
He doesn't want to. He's had enough adventure to last him a little while.
Okay.
But since you guys are so good at it, perhaps you could go down. Now, while you're doing this, this is where Snowflake can be introduced as a patron of the Yawning Portal Inn, and is actually introduced to you by Volo. And Snowflake, this is the party. This is Snowflake.
Yeah.
Kitty!
Yes.
How are you?
So, we've got a party of 4 at the moment because a few of the regular players aren't able to make it tonight. We'll sort that out later. And Volo would like to know, how soon do you guys want to get into this? Are you even interested in the quest?
Let's talk about some money first. What are you suggesting here?
Well, he mentions that he knows some elves who, as he said, would be very, very happy to know that it survives, and he's sure they would make it worth worth your time.
Yes. Well, we're going to need a little bit more of an idea before we just go off that.
Okay.
Give us some kind of numbers here.
He says he'll have to get back to you. It's not for him personally.
Right.
Right, well, he knows where to find us. We're here at the inn. And, yeah, get back to us.
Yep, not a problem. And
I'm just a bit gun shy after getting
just
posed.
got our 100th follower. Woo! Thank you, Richard
Oh.
McSundy. Number 100. That's been bugging me all week. Thank you,
Richard.
Okay, so as you guys are discussing this, Dernan, the owner of the inn, saunters over with another round of drinks for everyone on the house, and he mentions how he couldn't help but overhear the story of the throne, and with a bit of a wink, he mentions that when he was down there, because he was down there for a very long time, he thought he saw something very similar to what was described, but he can't remember exactly where. So he offers you a deal in that if you do find it, you'll get free lodging and food for, let's say, half a year.
Never
Cool.
say no to pretty food.
Within reason, of course. You know, you can't just gorge and gorge and gorge and gorge and gorge. But
Yarr.
he loves seeing adventurers who are successful.
Cool.
So,
Do you have any clues for us?
what's
or
he
just down the
offering?
hole?
He's offering you free lodging and food and drinks for 6 months if you successfully find the throne.
So we just have to find it.
Yep, that's all you have to do. Find it. Thank you, Brianna.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Yep. And as he said, he's seen it. He remembers seeing something similar to that down there, and thinks it would make for a great story. He does say, however, there is a condition.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would like you to bring back some sort of trophy to be mounted in the inn.
Of what?
Something that you would find that you think would be worthy of being a trophy.
Cool. Sorry, what's the name of the innkeepers?
We've got plenty of orchids.
Dernan.
Giant hands as well.
So did you say
We could make
Durnan?
something out of that.
Dernan. Durnan. Dernan. So here's a picture of inside the inn, right? It is. It's pretty cool, right? And yeah, he would like you to bring him back a trophy and find the throne. Free lodgings, free drinks, free meals. Not to mention, there's a chance that the elves would be very appreciative of this.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Bringing
Sorry,
back a
mate, I'm just writing
trophy
down some notes and stuff.
and
Yeah, all good.
just to find it, and he's going to give us that. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Look
So-
at that, wants to go down the well.
Yep, we'll make that happen. And Gwen, to answer your question, yes, everyone is now level 6.
Okay, so I just drag fighter across to my thing and done.
Let me reword that. Everyone except for you.
Yep.
bothered to log on and do theirs. Yes, you just drag fighter across once more.
Thank you.
All good. So once you've done that, we will, I suppose, get into it. Now, do I need to code anything for you there? What did it give you?
I get an ability score improvement.
Really?
When you reach 4th level, and again at 6th, 8th, 12th, 14th, 16th, 19th, you can increase one ability score of your choice by 2, or you can increase 2 ability scores of your choice by 1. As normal, you can't increase an ability score.
Past level 20, okay. Yeah, okay. So what are you going to increase? You get 2 points.
I will up my strength by 1.
I'll do that for you.
Thank you.
So 18, yes?
Yes, and my dexterity by 1, please.
Interesting choice. Done.
Thank you.
Right. Now, jumping down the well is not something that you take on lightly. And you've heard stories in the past and you've seen people go down, but it's very rare to see someone come back up. And so Dernan reminds you, it costs 1 gold to go down each, and 1 gold to come up each that must be sent up before we will pull you up. If you...
We can't prepay?
No. That's one of the rules.
Yeah.
If you come up and you haven't put you don't have 1 gold on you or put it in beforehand, we push you back down. That's just the way it is. Only the bravest of the brave will actually go down here, because literally thousands of people have gone down and very few come back up.
You know, don't you make a healthy profit if you actually prepaid both ways?
He starts laughing and says, yes, but where's the sport in that?
Imagine the interest you'd make holding that money.
It's all pure
Indeed.
profit. Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay, so
Can I leave some stuff up here with like,
yes, he certainly can.
I don't want to be dragging all my money back down there with me. So
Yeah, no, and that's the other thing too, is like you wouldn't be taking all that coinage with you. So what we should do,
I'm sure there's a
that,
bank here in this city, so we could get there and drop all our cash.
Yep. So what I want you guys to do is similar to how you did the group money, midnight. Actually, no.
So
what we'll do?
Group.
Yeah, you're selling the group stuff and having like a fund where you sell them.
that was
In the other group, I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
there, and my character was holding a group money sort of thing. We sort of with any of the gems and shit like that, we dump it all into one bag, sell it off, and that's the party's money.
rightio.
So the simplest way to keep track of that would be to do something similar, where in the notes section on Fantasy Grounds, I'm going to create a new one called Bank, and I'm going to make it public, and I'm going to put Lobo, I'm going to put Snowflake, although Snowflake doesn't have a lot of money, and Midnight, and Gwen in no particular order. And if each of you could just type how much money you've got into that, that would be fantastic. Do you guys see it?
Cool. Yep, can see. Can we get rid of the Marco Volo stuff now?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to unlock it.
Clean it out.
I have unlocked it. I have unlocked it. It says read only, does it?
Yeah.
Alright, well...
It's got a P on it, yeah.
yeah, that means public. You know
Yeah,
what,
it
I'll
does say
just do
read
this for you guys. Hold on a second.
Yeah, just the lock above that public when you go into it that says read only.
Right.
Okay, that's all right. Lobo has 1726 GP 802 SP. And
Oh, you're
15
writing it in.
CP. Yep.
Yep. I also want to chuck in a couple of the bits out of my inventory if I can. Jewels.
Instead of
Silver
taking
ring,
those out,
gold
just
ring.
where it says location next to them,
Yeah.
just write at the inn or what have you. Right. Okay. Snowflake has, in the way of monies, 14
GP.
being held.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Midnight has, after all of that, 1169 GP, 807 SP, and 15 copper pieces. Although he will change that to 8 and have just one gold coin, taking that with you to come back up. And Gwen, you would have a very similar amount. I would imagine, given that it splits the money fairly evenly between everyone. I stand corrected, you have a lot more gold. 2122, which will be changed to 2121. And 802 silver.
And I spent one earlier. I took it out. And
Okay.
I brought some earrings.
Done. I'm just going to delete all of that out of there. Yep.
Can you change mine to just straight 1100? I'll take 68.
Okay, yep. Done. Right, and I'm locking that now. So everyone can see it, but it's locked. Okay, and do you guys have any questions for Dernan before you go down the well?
What kind of
Seriously, Dan, if
monsters
we
are
don't have a
down
gold coin off, you're going to pull us up, aren't you?
No. The rule is, if there's no gold coin to come up, you don't come up.
I have 2 messages on here on Discord.
I don't know about you guys, but when we get down the bottom, we're going to bury my gold coin. So it's there. I'm going to leave it somewhere down there. So, yeah. I was actually going to say if I could carry probably 5 gold pieces with me, but that's okay.
I got 69 on me.
Oh, good.
He's carrying a couple extra, yeah.
Yep. Excellent.
So, anything else you guys want before you go down? Again, is a
I want
very...
to know
Yes?
what kind of monsters are rumored to be down there.
It changes. That's all you get, is it changes. One day it might be goblins, one day it might be orcs, one day it might be full of the undead. You just don't know what you're going to encounter.
Yeah.
And Dernan mentions that he spent a long, long time down in that dungeon. Surviving, but he was down there for ages. So just to clarify, I'm going to get my book, Tales from the Yawning Portal, which I believe mentions this, because I don't want to get this part wrong, but Dernan. The proprietor of the Yawning Portal is something of an enigma, blessed with a seemingly limitless lifespan by treasures he brought back from his expedition nearly 2 centuries ago.
And
He's
he's
an
a
old
human.
bastard.
He's a human. And no, he looks like he's middle-aged. Alright, he was down there for a long, long time. So, is everyone ready to go? Shall we get you guys down in the well?
Yar.
Let's go.
Okay.
Crack it.
Down in a hole.
Good song, by the way. I had preloaded that for everyone, so Hopefully everyone can see that. I'm just going to fix that up for the stream. Right in the center. It takes some time to get you guys all down in the dungeon.
Don't forget to delete one gold.
No, I've already accounted for that. I have. And
So
you-
the
Sorry,
well
go on.
opens up into a square room. Is that what I'm?
it
taking
ends
from
up
this?
dropping down, yes.
Cool.
Yep. So the circle is, that's where the bottom of the well is, and yes, you're in a square-shaped room. So
At the bottom of the well, the circular bit, how far is that to the floor of where we are?
fairly high, give or take 20 feet.
Okay.
It's
I was just
pretty
wondering
big.
whether
Oh. This map
That's
is
not a
huge.
problem for me.
Yep. Okay, so there is a very thin layer of sand covering the floor. Okay. And around the walls, there are dented, rusty shields all over the wall. They've got graffiti written on them. None of them look like they're worth anything. Most of them look like they're old and beaten up. And they look like if you were to touch them, like hit them with something, they'd make a lot of noise. So that's pretty much the description of the.
Hey, Midnight, how about if we bury 5 gold pieces in the bottom right-hand corner of this room, or the southeastern corner, just in case?
Well, southeastern corner.
That's
Yeah,
So he's talking
Yeah,
about
southeast, no.
down there somewhere, right?
That's it.
yep, sounds good. I mean, we can always get there and bury some coins there. That way, you know,
Just as long as we've got 5
If-
or 4 coins to get our asses back up out of this hole, just in case something goes completely wrong and we end up back here with butt naked.
yeah, sounds like a plan. I'll get there and I'll shell out the 5. I'll chuck them down there.
4.
Or the 4.
You see the X I drew there?
I
X
see a
marks the spot.
I see a line.
black
Yeah,
line.
it'll take a moment to load. Either way, that's going to be where you bury it then. No problem.
And all 4 of us are aware of the location.
Yep.
Yep, I've just got there and taken 4 gold out of me inventory, so
Yep.
we're good to go.
So there is the smallest amount of light in this room coming from up above. Like the descent is very, very deep underground, right? So you can't see a hell of a lot unless you have dark vision.
I got dark vision. I've also got 10 torches with me, guys, so if you need one.
Yeah, I got dark vision as well.
I have dark vision.
So Gwen's the only one without dark vision.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just have a patch. Popping
Yeah.
across from the other iron.
Activate those cone cells.
That's exactly it. Okay, so there are about 60 old shields hanging on the walls, okay? And there's a little bit of sand on the floor. You've managed to hide some coins in that corner. No problem. What do you guys want to do now that you're down in the dungeon?
Let's start moving on, I reckon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for consensus here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Okay, we're off.
Okay, Gwen the fighter that can't see in the dark, lead the way.
We'll probably do most of this dungeon by initiative, I think will be best.
Okay.
God.
And that
I gotta
means...
remember to push the
I
button
need
when I get there and
lots
say things like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lock tokens or?
Did I not? I thought I did,
Yep.
sorry. Alright, tokens are now locked.
What can I see?
Nothing.
You can see...
Sort of light.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I've got to go to masking mode. A hallway leading down to the south.
Is there still sand on the ground, and can we see tracks and stuff in there?
There is a little bit of sand on the ground still, yes. And no, you can't see any tracks. It's almost like it's been swept.
Oh, interesting. And there's no shields on these walls here.
No, they're only on the walls around the entrance. So there were shields of graffiti on them and sand on the floor. That's the description.
While we were standing around, I just took a bit of time to have a look. Did we glean anything interesting from what's written on the shields?
Do you perceive anything? Roll your perception. One other thing. If you're rolling a skill from now on that your character would not know if they succeeded or not, please do it into the dice tower. Okay. So things like investigation, stealth, perception.
Okay, so
Like if it was like
okay,
if it was
we've
like
moved out of that area now, so
no, you can still do it. You can still do it. But like things like if you're walking along a tightrope and you need to do a balance check, yeah, you would know the result whether you do that. So do that publicly. But if it's like a something your character genuinely would not be able to determine whether they had succeeded or not, please do it in the dice tower, and I will use that. It creates a little bit of suspense and makes it a little bit interesting. Okay.
cool.
So you do notice in that room behind one of the shields, there's a message, and it is. Does anyone speak Elvish?
I didn't get to choose.
You
Yes, you did
that.
that. Quickly write Elvish into your languages.
Speak Elvish. And you can read
I
it too.
totally speak Elvish.
Not from Maztika, you wouldn't.
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to rule against that because no, that's metagaming. We will do your languages. In fact, to choose your languages, up the top right of Fantasy Grounds, there's like a settings cog, an options cog. When you click that, there's a button that says languages. With the exception of Elvish, take your pick on what one you want. And that goes on your notes tab of your character. Sorry, not notes tab. Abilities tab of your character sheet. You get to choose one, but not Elvish. And it must be spelled exactly with the capital, or else it doesn't work properly. Okay. So there is a message in there, but you guys can't read what it says. Okay, so Gwen.
Can you take a minute, Salt?
Yeah, no one's got any effects they shouldn't have. No. Snowflake, are you meant to have an effect on? Let me just check.
Of that, I'm not sure.
No, I'm having a look now. Abilities. No. Doesn't really look like it. Nah. Good, that character
Is Jack of
sheet's...
all trades one?
that should be on your actions tab, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jack of all trades, let me have a quick look. Where'd it go to, Jack
Because
of all
Fox had that
trades?
too, and it was an effect.
Yep, leave that on. Leave that on. Okay. Gwen, you're first. Let's get into this.
Yeah. So, I did a check. I'm looking for trap.
Okay. So you did a perception check there and an investigation. Yep.
Yes.
And
but
you don't see
I
any.
did the investigation before you said to do it in the town.
Are you going to be carrying a torch? Because you can hardly see. On your actions tab,
I'm going to get there and cast. Where
light.
is it? Yes, light on Gwen's sword. Her,
Thank you.
her
It's just
fancy
I can't-
cutlass.
I don't get my extra points if I'm dual wielding.
Yeah, but a torch isn't like a weapon. You're not. I'd still allow it if you weren't using it as a weapon. Okay, so Midnight, you'll have to put the light effect on her character and the concentration on. Does it need concentration? No. Okay. Does it have an effect that you can put on her?
Yep, just saying.
Yep. Cool. All right, you can see now, Gwen.
Go!
So
Now,
Wait.
it lasts for 1 hour.
So 100.
that's fine. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So Gwen moves forward, thus revealing.
Just so you know, it sheds bright light for 20-foot radius, dim light for an additional 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you can see. Let's get this going. Midnight.
And so, since though Gwen's all the way down there, I'm going to make a dash.
Okay.
So what can we dash?
Double your normal movement is for dashing. So in your case, 60 feet.
Okay, that's it.
Beautiful, thus revealing. Bit more hallway. Don't forget to end your turn if that's it. Right. Snowflake.
Okay, I'm going to dash as far as I can.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, like 120 for a tabaxi?
we
Not
will.
quite, only in combat.
Don't forget, don't cut corners.
Yeah, 30's there. All good. Comes with practice. Just up behind Midnight there.
Yeah,
Doing anything else? No?
not yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, end your turn. Great, Lobo. Lobo can dash further.
No, I could just strut there. I'm not dashing. I can
Oh,
do
yeah.
45 in one go because they're monk. Now, if I look behind us, have we left tracks in the sand?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Yes, you have. Gwen.
I'll move forward
Yep.
30.
Not a problem.
Uh-oh. I clicked end round and it didn't go to midnight.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll move forward as well as checking for any traps, anything out of the ordinary that I can see.
Okay, yep. So make that roll into the dice tower if you're doing that.
That will be my full movement unless I get stopped by something or...
Yep. So roll your perception check into the dice tower.
How high are the roofs down?
It describes most roofs as being almost as tall as the room is wide. So assume it's about 20 feet.
Cool.
So moving forward, you don't see any traps or anything. You do see that there are stairs leading down. And what appears to be ahead of you a room with pillars in it.
Okay, I'll wait for everyone to catch up.
Yep. Now, in this room that you've just entered, every 10-foot section of the wall has what appears to be a 9-foot high, 4-foot wide, 3-inch deep door-shaped recess containing bas-relief carvings of demons. And each relief depicts a different kind of a demon. And on the floor of this room, there's a skeleton of what appears to be some sort of half-bird, half-man creature. And it appears to be prone on the ground and pointing towards a very specific demon on the south wall. The skeleton appears to be laying down with one arm outstretched looking that way.
Now, is that in the room or where we are?
Where you
Where
are.
I am.
You can see the skeleton where that red arrow is.
Okay.
Okay. So, moving on. Snowflake.
I'm going to come forward.
Yep.
And be freaked out by all these demons around.
Right, okay. Just the 25?
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else?
No,
No?
not right now.
Okay, not a problem. So just end your turn when you're done. And it is Lobo's turn. Yep.
And hold at the ready. I might slip my bow off my back.
Yep.
Just
No
carry
problem.
an arrow in the same hand.
Too easy. Gwen.
Arr. I will come up behind Midnight
Uh-huh.
and I'll stand ready.
Okie dokie. Back up to Midnight, who's leading the way.
I'll move up and investigate the skeleton.
Yep, so roll your investigation check into the dice tower. Yep, you don't see anything of value. It is literally just bones. But
Yeah, I'm not really checking to see whether there's anything of value, just sort of anything like markings on it of possibly how it died or why it would be there pointing in a certain direction.
no, you don't find anything indicating how it died or why it would be there, but it does appear to be pointing at a one of the carvings on the wall.
And what does that carving depict?
A demon, very specifically your character would know, a demon called a Nelfeshni. And I will get you a picture of one of those. Bear with me. Images. Now, it's a carving that looks like one of those. It's not actually one of those.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, because they're only the carvings in the stone are only a couple of inches deep.
So they're not going to randomly come to life and attack us.
Usually do.
Good, never mind.
Right, I'll take a mental note of that. That's the demon.
Okay, not a problem. And is that your turn done then? I think you moved 30 and then took an action.
Gwen, you were right behind me, weren't you?
Yeah, so you've moved 20, I should say.
So I'll move that extra.
Yep, which will allow me to enter mask mode and go draw. draw this room for you. Yeah, ahead of you can see stairs that descend and a room with pillars in it. Okay. And
Yep,
it is
that will be me.
Snowflake's turn.
I don't trust these demons. Can I make a deception check to see if any of them have the potential to become animated?
Yes, roll it into the tower.
Did she say deception or perception?
Perception, she said. And you
Deception.
rolled quite high. Oh, deception. No, deception's when you're trying to lie to someone. You're trying to perceive it, not
Okay, so
deceive
roll it
it.
again.
Yeah, perception. And sorry, it means you were right.
Arcana.
There's a whole heap of different ones you could use, but no, unfortunately you didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay then.
So that was an action. You can still move your normal movement, which is 30 feet.
Which is exactly what I'm going to do.
Right. Lobo, just the 45?
Yep, keep moving ahead.
Yep. And then? That's it?
Just holding there, keeping an eye out.
Okay, not a problem. And as you do so, a javelin is thrown at Midnight and misses.
Shunk. From which direction did
From that creature right there, leaned around a pillar and threw it.
Okay, there goes what I was going to do next.
Hmm.
I was going to get there and bless that skeleton.
And another javelin comes flying towards Midnight and misses. Gwen.
Yeah.
Yar. What are you doing?
I'll come forward 25 feet
Uh-huh.
behind Midnight.
Yep. And then?
And then I'll stand ready because I can't attack anything after a dash.
Right, okay.
So there's no
Bugbear.
point dashing.
Hmm. Bugbears indeed. Midnight.
Now, if I was to move to there, am I going to be able to see him?
Yes.
Okay, I'll move to there.
Yep.
And I will get there and cast. I've got to find all my spells now because everything's moved around.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look at your character sheet. What was it?
Level 3, life domain. Never mind. I figured out what I've done.
You minimized it, didn't you? Yeah.
I think so.
Yep. It's still there. You can minimize it, so.
Cantrips there.
You all good?
I'll cast Toll of the Dead on it.
Go for it. It fails at saving throw. Nice, very nice. Right, Snowflake.
Okay, I'm gonna come down here, just behind this pole.
Uh-huh.
Should have left one more space.
These guys aren't numbered, but it was the second one that popped up.
Yep, so the one on to the south, yep.
Yes, would I be able to...
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at it. You bugbear. You're not a bug or a bear. What are you? Pick one.
It saves against it.
God damn it.
Alright, is that it? Yes, no,
I
maybe?
might give them inspiration to someone.
Okay.
I'll give bardic inspiration to Midnight.
Yep, so just remember to cast your spells, you're playing your lute.
Okay.
Okay. Great. I'm seeing it now, headbanging, singing Highway to Hell, inspiring Midnight. Which is funny because he's an ASMR. And when you finish, end your turn.
Thing is, I love ACDC.
Lobo.
Okay, I'm going to move to here, where hopefully I will have a line of sight on the second bugbear.
Yep. Yep.
Just hold up for a sec, Lobo. Snowflake, you need to get there and put that on my character. Cast it, they haven't put it on anyone.
Okie dokie. Done.
Yep. That's better.
Cool. Okay, I am going to knock my arrow and take a shot at the second bugbear.
Go for it. Ooh, he misses.
Oh. Shing. Yep, cool. That'll be the end of my turn.
Yep. Okay. This bugbear realizes that you guys now know where it is, moves forward and swings a Morning Star at Midnight and misses. Wow. And this bugbear does a very similar thing, charging forward, and another Morning Star swinging at Snowflake. This one hits. Oof, there's a crunching noise as it hits Snowflake. Gwen.
Hey!
That's almost animal abuse, Gwen. What are you going to do about it?
Sorry, I went to move my character and then it's centered on the map.
Yeah,
That gets
God,
me
that's
every
annoying.
time.
try being the DM.
I gotta get there and change this.
I will come down with my fancy cutlass and attack this bugbear because the other one's still kind of behind him.
Yep.
Yeah!
Oh, she misses.
Yeah!
And again, on the backhand.
Oops, hang on.
Hits.
Take that.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. Okay, Midnight. Who is currently changing settings on Discord.
Can you hear me?
No.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't. Give me a brief description of what you want to do and I'll
I'm just gonna get there and hit it with my mace.
just hit it with a mace. I can make that happen for you while you sort that out. So you attack the bugbear with your mace and you miss. Alright, Snowflake.
On my map, Gwen hasn't fully moved.
Yeah, she has. I think you're seeing Lobo's line.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Alrighty, well, I am going to attack this bugbear with my rapier.
You're holding a loot, don't forget.
I am aware.
Okay. So loot in one hand, yes, that worked. Loot in one hand, rapier in the other.
Yeah, I can't change.
Stab it in the eye.
That's a hit.
Then I would like to add Psychic Blades to the damage.
Go for it.
Now, there's a little effect thing. Do I put that on myself and then it'll automatically roll the extra damage?
In theory, with psychic... sorry, where is it? Psychic Blades. That effect... Yes, it applies it to yourself. So you put that on and then roll your damage, and it'll add that. So now just...
Dragged one die over.
That's fine.
Okay, there they go.
There they go.
Good
That's-
raping, pussycat.
Rapiering. Okay. So yeah, that hit him.
Very good. Then
All
I
twos.
shall end my turn.
Yep. And Lobo comes around for the flank.
Oh. Yep. Roll my arrow around so I'm facing him for me. And yeah, so as I was moving down, tuck away my bow, pull out my scimitar
Yep.
with advantage.
Yes, because you are flanking. That must be a change they...
Cut him in the back.
Oh, that hits. That must be a change they made with the smaller arrows.
Well,
On Fantasy Grounds. The arrows are smaller on my screen than they usually are.
Yeah, they are on mine.
oh, okay.
That's a
Right.
good thing. I'm all for that. Oof, nice hit.
And let's do that again.
Go for it. Stab that bugbear in the back. Slash him, whatever.
Oh, yeah, you're going
Oh. Crit.
dirt nap.
Go the nat 20.
Oh, yes.
Bam, yeah.
Uh,
Give us a quick description there.
Okay, so the first slash was like a horizontal cut across his back around the shoulder blades, and then a vertical cut, but starting from the groin and working skywards. It made it in probably about almost a foot into his groin before it got wedged into his
Beautiful.
spine. And
Not a problem. So as you're lifting him up,
he just,
you're lifting your sword up, and as you're doing so, you realize that he's died, and then for some reason he loses a little bit of weight. Just a little bit. Couple kilos. Just... And then...
Soul only
he
weighs
falls down.
27 grams, so...
Anyhow, is that your turn done?
Did he violently crack himself?
He ought to
Is that
sort
where
up
it
the
went?
nether regions. No, it's not why.
okay. Yes, that's the end of my turn. That's after I wipe bugbear blood off my scimitar.
So this bugbear with its morning star once again at midnight. Missing midnight. And Gwen. What are you doing, Gwen?
I am attacking the bugbear.
Move around to flank.
Flank.
Wait your turns.
No, flank. I'll do
Bloody
the flank.
players.
Yeah!
Oh, you forgot to do advantage.
Get to roll again.
Just roll again.
Okay. Just roll again or
Just
roll?
roll.
with
No,
advantage?
just roll again. Alright, you hit.
Yay. Take that.
And you kill that one as well.
Well,
Nice
that
work,
was
Polo.
easy.
Or Marco.
That's funny. So, Gwen, you've killed it. Midnight, it's your turn. Oh, Gwen can move that a bit further. Yep.
What can I see?
Well, that's what I was just about to get to.
I still have another attack if I needed it.
So, carved in common on the southeastern wall, with an arrow pointing toward the southern exit, are the words, "Certain death this way."
Ooh, let's go.
That could be our way.
It could be. But you can see, I'll just expand it a little bit more. Stairs leading up here. Stairs leading up here, which I'll just make it a little bit bigger. And stairs leading up here. So the room you're in is a little bit of a ditch, right? And there are pillars all around the room, and yeah, that's what you can really see. So
Yeah, death's coming now.
yeah, I can see it.
So searching the bugbears and the room once we've finished, do we find anything, or is there any
Nothing of
reason we
value.
can ascertain as to why the corpse suddenly got light?
No, nothing of value.
Right.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I'll confer with the rest
I
of
want, when I click on my skills tab, for it to come up. Do
I'll
what I
confer
say.
with the rest of the party on what they want to do.
Don't everyone answer.
I'll exit the drawing mode.
What do you reckon? You want to go north? There's no other writing on any of the other walls.
No.
So,
So
Let's leave certain death for last.
yeah, why don't we check the other ones? Foist. What do you think?
North it is.
I do as I'm told.
Well,
Cool.
you guys should probably
Heading
vote.
north.
Everybody happy with north?
Yes.
North.
North.
To Alaska.
It is.
Cool.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Alright, so Mids, do you want to do a move?
They're up. I don't know the rest of that one.
Alright, so we'll take this turn by turn. And Midnight's going to move first there. And in doing so, reveal a hallway like so. And Snowflake is moving just the 20.
No, I'm going to continue.
Yep. So it's good if you indicate before it's your turn. It speeds things up, and you can of course review that. I won't just instantly click it. I will confirm it first.
Okay, can you get rid of mine because I moved it back and now it thinks I'm doing 30.
Yep.
You can also blank that out by clicking on it yourself and then just pulling your movement back.
I did, and it thinks
Just to
I'm
there,
walking up
Snowflake?
there.
I'm dashing.
Dashing. All right. So when you do that, you can see down this hallway is a doorway.
Easy there, kitty. We don't want to trip any traps.
Could I see if I can see if there's anything untoward going on in this little passageway?
Nope. There's nothing untoward going on.
Okay. Then can I continue moving up to the door
You can.
and see if I can open it? Or if
You
it's-
can. So unless I say otherwise, most of the doors in this are just wooden doors.
Okay, is it
Okay.
locked?
It is not.
Can I see through the keyhole?
There's no keyhole.
What about under it?
Nope.
Can I hear anything?
Make a perception check into the tower.
Hang on.
That's alright.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Nope, you can't hear anything through there.
Okay, there's nothing in here, guys.
Lobo. Moving your 45. Did he just say be right back?
Yes.
While we're waiting, first, with my feet alert,
Yeah.
is my plus bonus to initiative already coded?
Probably not.
Okay. So,
So
there's a plus 5.
let me have a quick look.
Dick.
Alert. Let me have a quick look. You're back? Yep. I moved you your 45 there, Krieger, or Lobo. And
you,
yes,
Mage.
actually, Gwen, that is coded.
Okay, cool.
That's why you have initiative of +5.
Yes, but it doesn't. I don't see that on the.
It's on your character sheet on the initiative part in the center, on the main tab.
Ah, okay.
Yep, all good. So you've moved forward. She didn't hear anything through that door. It's just a wooden door, Lobo.
Very good. I'll hold my position there.
Great. And Gwen?
Dashing through the
Dungeon, yeah.
I'll come here.
It kind of works. Okay. So that reveals a little bit of hallway either side. Right. Midnight.
Move to there.
Uh-huh.
I'll just let Gwen know that we should be sticking together. We have no idea what's down here. We really need to stick together.
Yep.
And if we're investigating this door, we should be heading that way. Stay together.
Yep, so what are you actually going to do once you've said that?
And then move the rest of my movement.
Too easy. Snowflake.
Ah, heck with it. Let's open the door.
Great, make your movement.
Which way does the door open?
Most doors can be opened either way in this dungeon, unless specifically mentioned otherwise.
Fancy.
Hey, so a
Okay.
great big room.
Yeah, so in this room is a wooden armor stand in the middle of the room. And there is a faintly glowing longsword stabbed into it. And at the base of the stand are the skeletal remains of a hand amid stains of dried blood. And you do hear off and on again in the room, now that you've entered it, the odd sort of distant echoey voices. It sounds like people talking some distance away, but sort of echoing around the room.
That's
Now,
creepy.
the other thing you do notice, it's rather obvious when you get in here, but you do see a secret door there. Okay.
Okay then.
So there you have it.
Well, I'm gonna move in here a little bit more and
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Yep, well, there is a slightly glowing longsword stabbed into the wood of the armor stand.
When has ever grabbing a random sword out of something ended well for anybody?
Went all right for
Excalibur.
King Arthur.
Yeah, but he died.
Yeah.
Is he here now?
No, you just got burned really bad then. I'm sorry, Snowflake.
Yeah, So it doesn't count.
Yep, well, what do you guys want to do, Lobo?
I'm going to move up into the room.
Yep,
Whereabouts is the sword at?
in the center.
Center?
So let's just say about there.
Move up. Have a look at it.
Yep, well, I'll put it in the party sheet. That way, you guys should be able to see it. Oh, come on. There you have it.
Oh, one unidentified item.
Is that all it says? Is unidentified item?
Yep. And then you open the shield and it says nothing in there either.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I assure you it's a longsword.
Yeah. Can we at least put longsword on it or something?
I can't, no. Sorry.
Does anybody want a longsword or have a need of a longsword?
Actually, I
right
might
now?
be able to.
Glowing. long sword.
Did that work?
It did. Is
Okay.
it sheathed? Is it in a scabbard?
No, it is stabbed into the wood of the armor stand.
Right.
And there's a skeletal hand on the floor beneath it with dried blood around it.
Right. Can I see any blood on the actual sword or dried blood on the sword?
No, you can't.
Is anybody interested in a glowing long sword? Anybody? Bueller?
Not really.
Maybe when it's identified.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't
Um,
touching that.
Do any of us have the ability to identify what this thing is? Oh, how about checking around the bit of wood that it's stabbed into? Is it set up or hinged or trapped or anything?
Not that you can see.
Right. I'll wait for the rest of the guys to come in. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Gwen?
I shall come to the door.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Midnight.
Move in.
Mm-hmm.
Try to sense like any evil or something like that within this room.
No, nothing in particular. Don't even need to roll for that. You don't sense anything particularly evil in the room.
Well, I can't move over to it anyway, so.
I'll just get there and
Leave it there for now.
leave it there for now.
Okay. Oops, sorry, Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Okay, so I'm going to come down to this door.
Mm-hmm.
This secret, in inverted commas, door.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a regular door.
No, it's a secret door, but it's really obvious from the side you're on.
Oh. Perhaps not so secret on the other side.
Well, none of you saw it.
Well, it would just lead back into the hallway, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm done then. That's my movement.
Okay. Lobo. Whoop.
Sorry.
We'll just say it's still Lobo's go. Lobo.
Cool. Okay, so I'll put my scimitar away. Look at the guys. I'm just worried about this hand on the ground. What do you think, guys? Should we snag this for the booty?
Now that's what I'm thinking.
Can we identify what creature or human or
Nope. It's just the bones of a hand. Looks like it could be human or elf or dwarf or...
Now, if it is cursed, I can get there and remove that curse.
Just
Just that I don't know if I pick it up, whether I can get there and remove the curse on myself.
I guess I'll come in and pick the hand up.
You're going to collect the hand, eh? Okay, well, it's still my go, isn't it?
I'm talking about the
I'm
sword.
down.
Actually, sorry, yes, it is still meant to be Lobo's go. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You're right. Okay, I'll go and look to... Actually, have we got it like anything I can wrap this thing in?
I can't really answer that. You guys know what's in your
Yeah.
backpacks.
Would a bedroll be overkill?
Yeah.
I have a blanket.
I've got an empty
Cool.
backpack.
Chuck me your backpack, your black pack for a bit. Or mean your blanket, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get there and call forth the blanket out of the bag of holding and hand it to him.
Yep.
Cool. I'll wrap the blade and then try and pull it out of the thing that is in the wood.
Okay. So you wrap the blanket around the blade and you pull it. It comes out very easily. Like, very easily.
And your hands and your feet drop off.
No.
No, your body just drops away.
Now that should have put
Yeah.
that in your inventory. Yes, Lobo?
Okay. Let me check.
It has. And so when you grab it, it sort of disappears and then reappears, wedging itself in your hand between the blanket and your hand, so it's now outside the blanket.
Oh, you can never let go of it. And somebody chopped their own hand off.
Uh-oh.
Well, that ain't good.
Looks like you got a longsword.
Whether
Yeah.
you like it or not.
I still don't know what it is.
No.
Okay. I can't let go of this.
You can try.
Yeah.
Do I add?
That's what I'm
Do I
doing.
add-
Yep. Okay, so you let go, it falls to the ground, and a couple seconds later it reappears in your hand.
Okay.
It's okay. It could be worse. It could be that bloody talking thing.
Would
can
a
I-
remove curse work on this?
Yes, it probably would. So I will identify it for you now, Krieger. It is a magic sword.
Yeah.
It is cursed in that when you hold it, it sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius, but you cannot drop it. If the blade is pried from its wielder's grasp, it instantly teleports back into the wielder's hand. The curse can be ended by casting a remove curse spell or similar magic on the sword's wielder, or by chopping off the hand that holds the weapon. So Gwen, you were correct. Very well done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad I've already got
Do
inspiration.
you want it removed?
Can I add a skeletal hand? to
Yes,
my inventory?
please.
You can, yes.
Okay, I'm going to cast remove curse on him.
Yep.
And I think we'll leave it there, eh? On the ground.
That's not the worst cursed item I've ever heard of.
Doesn't
Nah. At least I still got my
Wrapping
ring.
it, wrapping it in a cloth, like
Not holding.
not holding the hilt,
Holding the blade.
holding the blade.
Would that get there?
Would that get there?
There's only one way to find out.
how many?
So he casts it on you.
I can do it 2 more times.
He casts it on you, and you find yourself able to drop the sword and not have it teleport back.
Okay, when I drop it,
I-
it does teleport it. I'm gonna sort of like yeah, jump back away from it, scared and confused.
It's too much for the half orc.
Frightens me.
Indeed. Indeed. All right, so that's Labour's turn over. Gwen.
I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my backpack.
When you pick it up, you find you can't put it in your backpack. It's stuck to your hand.
How did you pick it up?
She just grabbed it because that's all she said.
With my other hand.
So you have your scimitar in one hand and now this sword in your other hand, yes?
Apparently.
Apparently. So I'm going to delete it out of Lobo's inventory.
Do you
Now,
want it
when you-
removed?
When you remove curse, do you apply it to the sword? To
No, you apply it to the person who is cursed.
okay, I don't want it.
I can take it out of my backpack, my inventory now.
I am.
Okay.
You do realise this is burning 3rd level spells.
I'm sorry.
Well, Gwen's got it now.
Am I casting it?
Yes, please. I don't get my extra points if I have 2 weapons.
Yeah, it's cast.
Alright, it's
It's
cast.
cast.
And as a result, you are able to drop it as well. Foolish pirates, I tell you. Foolish, foolish pirates. So the sword is on the ground. Gwen has
I've
collected
got-
a skeletal hand. What are you doing, Gwen?
Yarr. Okay, I'm coming back this way,
Uh-huh.
and I'll wait for the rest of the party.
Great, midnight.
After exhausting the spells.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit, wrong thing.
I'll cancel it for you, done.
Snowflake, don't touch the sword.
Wasn't
I won't
planning
move
on
that.
it.
I can do that far movement.
Yeah, yep, that's fine. Is that it?
And that will be it.
Okay. Snowflake.
Dashing through the room, round the creepy sticky sword.
Don't kick it, whatever you do.
Hmm.
Does the writing stay there?
Yep.
That's my movement, isn't it?
Yep.
So now that sword might be something we can pick up on the way back.
Maybe. Lobo.
Yarr.
I'm not touching it. I don't like scare Lobo.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm DDing out of there.
Just the 45 or are you dashing?
No, that's it.
Beautiful. And Gwen.
Bad
There's
sword.
a sword on the ground.
I'll move up here.
Okay. Midnight.
Peek the corners, guys.
Moving up there.
My terrible arrow drawing skills. Remember there was a skeleton there. And yep, moving up there.
And looking both ways.
Reveals that the hallway this end goes on for quite some distance. And same for that way.
No, that was only 25, I believe.
Yep, so which way are you guys going to go? I'll just move everyone forward.
I'll just wait there.
Well, I'd like to investigate the wall.
Okay, they just appear to be worked stone walls.
Because it kind of looks like there's a room there.
Where?
Just
Hey?
ahead of us.
Oh, just
Northwest.
just north. Yeah. See how it's got
See
like
how
the little.
I don't know
No,
whether
not
it's
west,
like
no.
that on yours.
It's like
Okay.
it's like lines like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just didn't look like it had the white bits, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
because
like
of the
it's blue.
masking.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That's just how the map
No.
is.
That's okay.
I-
I shouldn't.
All good.
Left or
Right,
right?
guys. Left or right? Make a choice.
There.
I'll go with whatever you decide.
Let's go east.
East it is.
East.
Let's go.
East it is. Alright, so Midnight had moved. It's Snowflake's turn to go first.
Okay, could I walk along this corridor and perhaps drag my claws along the wall looking for any secret doors?
You can. You would need to make a perception check, and if you're doing it that very specific way, I will actually allow you to do that with advantage.
Should I move first to see what area I'm going to perceive?
Yes.
Into the Dark Tower?
Yes, please.
It'd sound so much better if it was steel walls and it was
Steel claws.
steel claws.
Spikes flying out.
Yep. So yeah, well, you don't find anything.
Okay.
And is that your turn done?
Can she see any further?
Yes, she can see further. She can see down to there.
Okay. Can I keep moving?
You can. You do have a little bit more movement, I believe. Remember, though, you can only do that extra movement. You then have to wait.
It's only in combat, but that extra 30. But I moved 30, but can I move another 30 and call it a dash, or?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, well, I will do that then. And then I'm done.
I think everyone's going to dash.
Okay, so it is then Lobo's turn. And Lobo wishes to move the 45 there.
So there, yep.
Yep.
Just checking it all out. Keep looking east. That's it for now.
Yep. God damn it. I'm in the middle of doing shit and it centers the map.
I hate that.
Okay. It is going to Gwen's turn.
I will dash, please.
Gwen will dash.
And what can I see?
You can
Down in
see.
the dungeon, looking at me.
It appears to be a T section.
Another choice up ahead, me hearties.
Indeedly doodly.
You guys just want to keep going north and east when we're given choices?
Okay, Midnight, it's your turn.
That sounds like a good idea. We'll just get there and, like, every turn, if there's a north, we'll go north. If it's an east, we'll go east.
Yeah, but 3 rights make a left.
Mm-hmm.
If you think of
Well, look who decided to join us.
I fucking fell asleep and
Oh,
somehow
that's the
slept
same.
through
Fell
50
asleep.
fucking messages.
That's alright. These things happen. So, just a brief recap. You guys all got teleported back to Waterdeep with Marcus and Volo. And a few days later, Volo had a bit of a quest for you guys. And 4 of you have descended down the well in the Yawning Portal down to Undermountain. Including the new party member, Snowflake.
Formerly known as
Does
Box.
that mean I'm Zhao at the moment, or?
No, you can log on to the other one and I'll sort that out very shortly. But you're not on the map at this stage. So you just shh and wait, it'll come up when it comes up. All good?
Yep.
Beautiful. Whose turn is it? Snowflake, what are you doing?
I'll go up to the intersection and see if I can see
Well,
anything.
go up there. So, yes, that reveals unto you that the passage north is quite short and that there is a wooden door, and the passage to the south moves like that.
Everybody
Now,
okay with
now
the
he's
engine
just
in the
getting there and throwing spanners in the work with our northeast thing.
Yeah, because I'm drawing it on the fly.
Yeah, we might as well get there and go that door.
Okay, then I shall continue. Oh god. Continue my movement through the door.
Easy there, kitty. Don't get too far ahead. You might want to listen at the door first before you go through it.
This is true.
Yep, okay, so.
Listening to the voice of reason,
Yeah, huh?
can I I hear anything?
Please make a perception check into the dice tower. No, you don't hear anything at all.
Oh, I'm away here.
God damn that fucking censoring when you're doing stuff. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be venting quite that much. Okay. So you're just going to wait there?
Yes.
Oakley dokley. Lobo, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I will be moving up to there and holding my position.
Yep. Oz, hold your... Stop. I thought
That's
someone...
fine. Can you just message me those numbers?
16 and 11.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, you're moving to there?
Yep, holding there.
Yep.
Can I see any further down the lower passageway? No, that'd be about it, wouldn't it?
Teensy bit.
Teensy bit.
Teensy bit.
Yeah, so if I peek around that corner.
Gwen,
Yeah.
what you doing, Gwen?
I'll come closer. And I can only go 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Midnight.
Moving to there and holding. Oh no, I can't get there and do that because that's another action. Yep, holding.
Yep. Great. No problem. Snowflake.
Well, I'm gonna go through the door.
Okay.
What can I see?
So you enter the door. And you see a large room. A large
Branded
room.
with
And
Converse All Stars.
yeah, no, they're statues, okay? So, standing atop some stone plinths in the middle of the room, facing east, are 3 6-foot-tall statues depicting male nobles that appear to be clad in decorative plate armor. And lying at the base of the central statue are the bones of what looks like some sort of humanoid and a white wooden staff that's been broken in half. Okay, and carved into the stone base, you won't be able to read them yet, but there are names carved into the stone bases. And you also see a creature. You see a creature standing there. It appears to look sort of human, and when it smiles at you, you can see 2 fangs in its mouth. And what are your first thoughts about that?
Is it a vampire?
It looks like it could be.
Is it a friendly vampire?
It does not look friendly at all.
Shit.
To a vampire, isn't
You think it's
guys.
Twilight vampire?
There's like a vampire in
Yeah, well,
here.
hold on. You only get 6 seconds to do this. So you've opened the door, you've entered, you've had a quick glance around, you've seen the creature. What are you doing? Quick.
Run back out and shut the door.
Done. She runs back out, terrified, slams the door shut.
There's a vampire in there.
Is it
And-
a vampire?
And the remains of what was probably its last victim.
There's a vampire in there, is there?
And some statues as well.
Lobo.
How do you know it's a vampire?
Fangs.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to grab my what is it called? My arrow +1.
Mm. Yep, what are you going to do?
Garlic on it.
Oh, hold up. Yep. It's reaching into my ration pack, I'll get out that clove of garlic that's in there and smear it all over the
Yes.
arrowhead. And I'm going to punch my way in.
Uh-huh.
I'll move to about there.
I'll just move Snowflake for the sake of this exercise.
I'll just go around Snowflake.
Yep. So you move there?
Yep.
Then what are you
And
doing?
Through the door.
Through the
and another
door?
25 feet.
So, like,
Push through another, say, 50 or 3 squares west, please.
about there?
Yep.
Yep.
Arrow knocked.
Yep.
Where's this vampire?
You don't see one.
Show you. Oh, you son of a biscuit.
You notice that there's a
Okay.
hallway leading out here.
Yep. Okay. So
Roll
yes,
a perception check, I guess, into the tower.
perception.
Oof. You hear voices like slight, well, not voices, but like feet scuffling on the ground, behind the statues in front of you, which are the stars, by the way, are statues.
Yep. Yep.
So
Got
you
it.
you get the feeling like someone or something is hiding behind it.
Okay. So I will just be at the ready.
Yep. And actually, yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
Yep. That's the end of my turn.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Now, are you there, Oz?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to put you on the map. Okay. And I'll just pull you aside into a different channel very quickly and give you a very quick rundown on what I want you to do here. And this is how you're going to get into the party. So to everyone watching, you'll still be able to hear us, but the players will not, except for Midnight, who's sitting beside me.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay, so you've been held prisoner by some bandits,
Yeah.
and you've just escaped and found your equipment that they had held.
Yeah.
Okay, and where you are on the map, you are trying to escape by heading south. Okay, and from there you can see two more of these creatures that you recognize as the bandits who have held you prisoner, and they're dressed funny. And so it's going to be your turn. I'm going to move us back to the other channel. You good with that?
But just a quick question.
Yep.
Have they noticed me?
At this stage, no.
Because they're gonna notice me when I charge them screaming, I am Bro Korok!
At this stage, no. All right, you ready to go?
Yep.
Good. Right. Okay, so
Back.
Oz, it's your turn, and you can actually see that, and number 3. Those two right there. So it's your turn.
Noticing that I'm probably not going to get through without a fight, I decide I'm going to give him a fight. Charge up to this one,
Yep.
and while screaming, I am Bro Korok! You shall fall to my great sword! While swinging my great sword at them.
Go for it. Make it happen. You miss.
That is a shame.
A little bit.
I'm just looking for my bonuses. I have no bonuses. Alright, that's me.
Cool. And your turn.
I don't have a tracker up, hold on.
I'll end it for you in that instance. This creature makes its way straight towards you. And with a scimitar slashes at you. And misses. And another creature appears. Makes its way towards Lobo. Lobo, did you want to use your ready eat action?
Yeah.
So you notice you had quite a high perception, so you notice as it starts to move.
Yep. Okay. When it's about 10 feet away from me, I'll just zap it with the arrow I've got.
Okay, so he's about there. Make your attack.
Yep.
Oof, that's a hit.
I'll smash it with the arrow.
Yep.
Oh, that's my +1 arrow too.
Yep.
It's been fun having you.
Yep, so either way that hit. So just
Sorry, what happened then?
you rolled attack again.
Oh, there's no. Oh, sorry. There's nothing written in the damage here, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So just roll your damage like normal, and I'll add the +1.
Oh, you son of a.
Oh, okay.
Shot him right high
Can I
in the
give him
shoulder.
my inspiration to
Not damage.
I've got inspiration too, so.
Not damage, unfortunately.
Okay, so that's me gone.
Alright, the damage has been increased anyway, okay, to the creature. And you'll have to delete that out of your inventory now.
Right.
Okay, the creature anyway keeps moving forward. And this one appears to be unarmed, but also you do notice fangs between the teeth as it smiles at you. And it tries to punch you, and it does successfully. Ooh, for maximum damage. Right, and another one of these creatures comes rushing out towards you, Lobo, from behind.
Oh, yoinkers.
This one with a scimitar slashing at you and missing. And another one of these creatures comes out from the shadows with a scimitar, fangs flashing in its mouth as it smiles, an evil smile at you. Gwen,
I will move to.
how about I move you to
Yeah.
there to keep it easier?
Yeah.
Roll that attack roll. Retconning, you rolled a natural 1, I'm sorry. Someone purchased it.
I rolled a natural 1.
Yep.
Okay. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
That was great. And you do hit
Nice.
for maximum damage.
Damage,
You've-
and I.
You've just
Kill it.
killed it in one hit.
Cool.
It lets out a yelp.
I'm going to step another 5 feet this way and use my second attack.
Yes, go for it. That's a hit. Damage is done to that one. Right, this one, using both a scimitar and a dagger, slashes at Brockhawk and hits with the scimitar. Oof. And then with the dagger following up, misses. Another creature comes charging down, dashing even, but doesn't get to attack as a result. And yet another one you notice comes dashing down, but doesn't make an attack. Midnight.
Okay, so what I was going to do before, I'm still going to do it.
Yep.
I'm going to go charging into the room with my holy symbol out to turn undead.
Okay, go for it. Now, turning undead with your character. I'm not sure you guys have ever actually used that.
No, we haven't.
Nope.
Nope. So you need to cast it on the one you want to turn. So let me reread this. Use Channel Divinity to turn undead. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. So you need to do that saving throw on each of the ones within 30 feet of you.
So that's those 4.
Yep. Yep. Yep, do the others as well. No, don't apply the effect.
Okay.
Sorry.
Take that off.
Yep, I will.
Sorry. Top.
Uh-huh. Whew. He saved, that's for sure.
Number 2 is
Yep.
successful.
All good. Yep. And now, Midnight, can you also make a perception check into the tower for me? Okay, so Midnight comes in, trying to banish the undead with his holy symbol, holding it up, but nothing appears to happen.
Do I get to hit at all?
That was an action, so unless you've got another action you can take. I'm pretty sure your turn undead is an action. Yeah, it is, because you have to use your...
Okay, spiritual weapon
Go for it.
as my bonus.
Yep. Summon it forth, and I shall bring up a token of a sword once again. Token of a sword.
This is in, but under that, behind the one in front of me.
There.
In front of me.
In front of... There?
There.
There. Gotcha. Great. Right. And yet another one appears and runs down towards Midnight. And this one punches at Midnight. Natural 20. And does so twice. Misses on the second one. Snowflake. Now that there's another enemy, what do you want to do?
I'm going to move up there.
So there was it?
Yes.
Yep, and then?
Then I'm going to cast Shatter. Now I need to cast that on a point that I choose. How
Right.
do I mark something on the map for you?
Left and right mouse at the same time and drag.
There.
There? Okay.
If a 10-foot radius, that would hit... I zoom in. Unidentified creatures 2, 2, and 4, but not Lobo.
Correct.
Very good. I'd like to cast Shatter then.
Okay. What does that do?
They have to make a Constitution saving throw, and if they don't, they take 3d8 thunder damage.
Ooh, okay. You know how to do it. He saves.
Still 2 more.
Mm-hmm. Also saves. Do they take damage if they save still?
I think so. That one failed.
That one fails, so do the damage on that one now anyway. Bam. So you just
Ooh.
absolutely annihilate that one.
Let me have a second.
Alright. Now just read your
Yeah,
spell.
half as much damage on a successful save, and
Right,
they
okay.
are pushed back 10 feet.
Yep. So try and roll damage on one of them. And that one should have been halved, so that's going to be 5. And that was on. Who was that on?
I just clicked it. I didn't.
Oh, you
drag
did.
it.
Drag it onto an enemy. Sorry. Yeah, it halved it. Good. And now drag it on the other one. Yep.
Sweet.
Done. And they need to be knocked, do they? Or
No, there's no effect.
right? Okay.
But they do get pushed back 10 feet, but there's no effect for that.
No, that's fine. So you get smashed forward.
Oh, hang on. Wait. If they save their.
If they make the save, they don't get knocked.
Yeah, if they make their save, they don't get pushed back. Sorry.
Cool. Got it.
So technically, that corpse would have been flung back 10 feet.
Yep. All good. He's dead. Don't worry too much
And
about
I'm
what the
done.
corpse is doing. Right.
Oh.
End your turn. Lobo.
Okay, I want to push my way over to here.
Okay. Behind the sword there.
Yep. And attack on this one with advantage.
When you did that, however, unidentified creature 7 gets a attack of opportunity at you.
I thought I get, if I'm moving around within 5 feet of it, that's not, that doesn't.
You moved further than 5 feet away from unidentified creature 7.
Were you below Gwen or
The one
just
Yeah,
past
I was-
Gwen?
behind me.
I was
between
right
me and
here.
Midnight.
Yeah.
I was
One
directly
between me and
underneath.
Midnight.
I was directly underneath number 2. Oh,
Either way, it misses.
You were there.
oh, okay, sorry. I hadn't zoomed in that much.
That's
so-
okay. Yeah, you were there and
Yeah.
you moved there. Either way, it missed.
Okay. So.
Don't forget your advantage. Hi to the 6th viewer. Advantage.
Okay, sorry. Yep. Sorry, mate. I was clicking on it. It wasn't working.
Yeah, all good.
Slice with the scimitar against number 2.
Yep. Oof.
Oh, big hit.
Well done, natural 20. Critical hit. Nice. Very nice.
And reverse direction, same again.
Go for it.
Now, with the spiritual weapon,
Oh,
doesn't get
and air swing that one.
the bonus, does it?
Misses.
Now I
Sorry, say it
will-
again.
With the
Go for a unarmed attack since he punched me. I'll be going for the coward punch to the back of the head.
Sorry, yep.
And hit him with that one. For 3 more points of damage, and that's the end of my tween.
Great, Brock Rock.
Brokorok snaps his fingers, and you just see this blue magic-like armor go over him. So I'm casting Mage Armor.
Yep.
And that is my turn.
So, hold on a minute. Did that actually apply that to you?
I can't see anything.
I don't think so.
I don't think that did either. Let's have a quick look. Mage armor. You gotta drag it onto yourself.
Let me just do that real quick.
There you go. Great. Either way, this one swings its scimitar at you again. And misses. And this creature, not liking where it currently is, steps down and punches right at Gwen. Twice. Very fast. Hits on the second punch.
Tis
Right.
barely a scratch.
Something along those lines. And another one comes running out straight towards Snowflake. Scimitar slashing. It misses Snowflake. Gwen, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna turn around and attack unidentified creatures set
Mm-hmm.
with advantage. Yeah.
Let's see that roll. Oh! Yet you hit!
I still hit.
Just, jeez.
Yet you hit.
Take
Nice.
And again.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Hold on, you killed it.
What?
You killed it.
It's already dead. Stop hitting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Talk about
oh.
beating a dead horse.
sorry, it just says
All good. It's gone.
unconscious to
Yes.
identified creature, not
Yeah, it's dead.
normally
That's
it
dead.
says, yeah.
No, what happens is you
Alright.
matched its hit point total. You didn't exceed
Yeah,
it,
okay.
but that's dead.
All right. I'll get unidentified creature 4.
Not with advantage. Just regular attack.
Oh yeah, thanks. I'd already clicked it.
Yep. All good.
For some reason, my
Do you need me to do it for you? No, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits. Cutlass
Damn.
goes cutting in. Bam, and you just killed another one. Right. This one with the scimitar slashing at Brockrock. Hits.
Hold on. I'd like to use shield.
It's a reaction, is it?
Yes, it is a reaction.
Okay. And that gives you +2, doesn't it?
+5.
+5, so that would bring your armor class up to...
21.
Alright, so that's a miss. Let me undo that damage. Blah, blah, blah. And the dagger comes at you. Ha!
Son of a...
Still hits that one. Good damage with a dagger.
Yeah, damn it.
Okay, Midnight. You may share your information if you so desire.
They're not undead.
I guess that when your turn undead thing didn't do anything to it.
Hmm.
Who are they? They look like bad bikies out of a 70s B grade movie.
I was thinking pirates.
I was thinking pirates too.
There are bandits and doppelgangers that look like bandits, which there's not an easier way for me to hide that they're doppelgangers, but
One.
and that looked like you did drop a 1. And yep, damage is done.
And as a bonus action,
Yep, you're not talking into your mic though.
As a bonus action, they keep pressing Alt and nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's not your usual computer.
So the sword thingy will move up
Move to
there
20. Yep,
and attack down.
go for it. Oh dear. You know what, we're just going to ignore that. It's a magic weapon.
What?
It was
Oh
the
no!
Yeah,
yeah.
roll natural 1, but
Yeah.
it's just a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Its spirit
Thing
was
is-
not broken.
Thank God that wasn't your base. So that's gone now, or
No, it's still there. We're going to ignore that because it's It's not a person doing it. Okay, so this particular creature, 2 punches, 1 at Snowflake, which hits. Ooh, it hits quite hard, and 1 at Midnight, which also hits quite hard. Snowflake.
Okay, I'm going to attack this bandit with
Yep.
advantage with my rapier.
Go for it.
Stab it, Snowflake.
Get the claws out.
Stab, stab.
That's a hit.
And then I'll use Psychic Blades to increase the damage.
Okay. You damaged yourself.
Oh, crap.
I healed you, don't worry. Do it on the bandit this time.
I need to put the Psychic Blades back on myself.
Yep. You will.
Is that better?
Instant death. Yep.
Woohoo!
You just
Nice shot.
straight through the heart with that rapier.
See,
Did.
what I should have done with that weapon was put it down there. That way she gets advantage on that one too.
Yeah,
And
that's alright.
that's my turn done.
Did Snowflake get 2 attacks? Or
No, I
No,
don't
she
believe so. Not as a bard.
right.
No.
Oh, sorry, Lobo.
Okay. I'm going to lay into this doppelganger again.
Yep.
Oh,
He
miss.
misses. Oh. Well, you know what they say. If you didn't want to miss, you should have rolled higher.
Caught him on the backswing.
He did.
For a meaty 3.
+3.
And we're going to go with Flurry of Blows at this point.
Yep.
And lay into him with our free hand.
Yep. That hits.
Oh, good solid punch right in the throat.
Let's see the damage. Not bad. That throat punch
Oh.
actually killed it.
Nice, okay.
Very
Hold up on
nice.
my second one.
Okay.
Didn't need to burn that. Didn't need to burn that Flurry of Blows.
It happens.
Yeah,
And
okay,
so you're
and
moving?
I will move.
Just there? Alright, yep.
To there.
Yep. So you've used your flurry of blows. You could still finish that off.
Okay, so
Yeah, just
one more
finish it
punch
off.
on this.
We're going to call it after this fight, just because I know it's getting late down there. Like, it's only 9:30 for us, so... That hits. Whew, maximum damage.
Punch him in the back of the head too.
That's it.
And
You don't have
that's
Fists of
my-
Stone, you've got Fists of Orc. Brock Rock.
There we go.
Brockhock looks at the 2 enemies in front of him and go, "Oh, you men are good at fighting, but not as good as this." I'd like to swing my sword with a reckless attack.
Reckless attack, go for it. Not raging?
No.
No? Okay, he's not angry enough yet.
Yeah, you don't catch me up very angry. Where is it? I'm in action. Oh, there it is, there it is.
Yep, yep.
And just heads up, I'm also doing Green Flame Blade.
Okay. That hits.
Hold on, that added it.
Hold on, so that just rolled advantage. Why did it roll advantage?
No, it didn't roll advantage. It rolled 2 d20s. It rolled advantage for reckless attack, which basically I get advantage, but they get advantage on attacking me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did that incorrectly then?
No. with
Yes, I did not click the advantage button. I just doubled the dice like an idiot.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All good. Fix it up.
Do you want me to re-roll it?
Yes, well, you're not rolling 34.
You've got
That's
to be
better.
kidding me.
Nope. 'Tis what the dice say. Unlucky.
Unlucky Omar.
Yes.
It's my turn.
And are you also Ronry?
I'm right.
Okay, you're ending your turn?
Yes.
Bandit 3 of the Scimitar once again misses.
Oh, wait a second. You get advantage.
Did he? Okay.
Reckless attack.
Yeah.
I don't have an action for reckless attack, so.
That's okay. Well, he missed again. God, they're rolling poorly. Gwen, you've all but surrounded this one.
I will move. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yar. Oof. Natural 20. Woo!
Take that.
He took it indeed.
Like a champ.
And again.
Let's see it. Come on, another 20.
Yeah.
Nah.
No advantage.
as well.
Come on, roll it again.
I hit anyway.
Yeah, but roll it again in case you do crit.
You might get a crit.
Nah, but you do hit anyway, so roll damage. Right, damage is applied. This one gets advantage as well, doesn't he?
Yes.
And he misses with the scimitar. But the dagger comes in
It's gonna be
as
20.
well. And hits.
I'll take it.
Right. Midnight. So you've been hearing combat to the north?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this dude right in front of me.
That hits. Yes, lucky. For minimal damage.
Moving the sword in.
Yep. Get it to attack. It misses.
And done.
Right. So this creature has started to realize that it's pretty much done for, but either way, it punches at Midnight and misses, and twirls and punches at Snowflake, and also misses Snowflake.
Okay.
With
Going to hit
advantage.
it with advantage. Hit it with my rapier.
Yep. Snowflake of Volo. Snowflake of Marco Volo, I should say.
I
You
reckon.
watch.
If I hit it.
But you don't.
Damn it.
Is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna flail
Okay.
stupidly there.
Lobo?
Oh yeah, it's
Finish this
business
fool.
time. Okay, so advantage and still swinging my nifty new scimitar.
Yep. He hits. Uh-huh.
Once. Oh. Keep forgetting to click advantage for the second one.
That's also a hit. Get that damage done. Oof,
Yeah.
maximum
Maximum
damage.
Goes low, goes high. Okay, and one more punch. Actually, a kick this time. Kick to the
Okay. That's a hit.
Oh,
Please make
right
it so
in.
that the groin kick kills him.
And it does.
Oh, yes.
Yes!
Right to the nards.
Popping sound. Okay, at that point,
Sending two stones up through his body, straight through his heart.
Alright, and what are you doing?
I want to move
Yep.
45 down that way to go see what this other fight is.
Yep, not a problem. Brock roll.
Brockrock.
I'll call out for the other
looking-
guys to come down and help.
Look at the two in front of him. The fact that he still hasn't hit them thinks, this is a dangerous situation.
I'd be feeling
Puts two fingers in front of his face and goes, "Ha!"
I'd be feeling a little bit of shamed by now by saying, I'm going to hit you and then you miss.
I cast Blur on myself and then my turn.
Okay. Bandit 3. Once again, up the scimitar attacking. Misses. Whew, Gwen.
Yeah. I guess I'll try and get closer to 2.
Go on then.
I will dash.
Yep, done. This one with the scimitar. Misses, and the dagger. Misses. That's a big surprise there. Midnight.
Dagger always gets it.
That dagger's a little too attached to me.
Just the 35? Oh.
Dashing up to there.
Yep. Zigzagging around. Yep. And Snowflake.
I'm gonna dash my 60 plus the extra 30 I get in combat.
Yep.
my bonus actually being
Hang on.
sword up to it.
Can I go there?
Yes, on the edge of the statue.
With advantage, I would like
Do you want to
attack
explain that movement system though? Because other people might not realize what's going on.
that. Okay, so as a Tabaxi, I have feline agility, which means I can double my normal movement in combat. Means my normal movement is 60 in combat. But
There's
then
a but.
got my extra 30 for dashing, so I can move up to 90 while
Yeah.
we're in combat. But I have to stay still on my next turn
Yes.
if I want to use it again.
But don't forget also that dashing is an action you won't get to attack.
How far did I move in total?
I think it was about 60, which means you would still be able to.
Yeah.
So yeah, she can move very fast in one turn, but she then has to stay still for a turn.
Before I can do that again.
Yes.
So I could move on my next turn if I wanted to, but
Yes.
I couldn't run really far.
Yep.
Anyhow, so now that I'm here with advantage, I'm going to attack this guy with my rapier.
Yep. Let's see it.
My mouse wants to work properly,
It's because you're a cat. It's scared.
obviously.
Yeah, that was inspirational. That misses.
For God's sake. Okay, well, as a bonus action, I would like to use... Where is it? I know it's here somewhere.
What is it?
Healing word.
Okay. On? Who are you using that on?
Yeah.
Who are you using it on?
Can I use it on myself?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to do that then, please.
Okay. Yep, done.
Nice.
And that's my turn done.
Yep. And Lobo's turn. Yep, from there you'll gain advantage.
Sure will. Shout, stranger, we're here to help you! And slash at the bandit
Yep.
with my double 15s.
Hit. It's a big hit. Maximum damage,
Big
wow.
Damage. Okay, advantage.
Also hits.
Yeah.
Also for
Maximum
maximum damage,
damage.
you've just killed that guy.
Excellent. That's it. I'll hold the rest of my turn.
Yep. Rock.
Ah, my luck, adventurers! I can take a great sword, and I'm gonna swing it, but I'm gonna use portent. So those 2 rolls before were by certain rolls.
Uh-huh.
So that's a 16 plus 8 to hit.
Yep, that'll be a hit.
And so I'll just roll the damage room on that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, God damn it, so much weakness. And that's my turn.
Okay, and your turn. Gwen.
I will come closer. Do
You
I get
will?
advantage?
No, not at that angle.
Okay.
But also you can see that there are stairs to the north leading up and down a hallway.
Okay. Well, yar.
Yar. That was a very unenthusiastic one, but it hit nonetheless.
See.
Okay, I better give an enthusiastic yar now. Yar!
That was more like it. And hits. For ever so slightly more damage. Alright, this one realizes that it's being attacked and starts to dash.
Attack.
Yes. Please make that happen,
Sorry.
all 4 of you.
Yar!
How
That
does one
hits.
do that?
Just do an attack like normal with your weapon.
Take that.
Don't we get
Bandit.
advantage because technically it's still.
No, because he's running.
Yep, okay.
Miss, and crit.
Oh! You do not escape my blade!
Get that damage on there.
And it's still not.
Plus I got another D6 because of. What's the feat called?
You mean for the orc
It's a
thing?
racial feat.
Yeah,
Savage
that happens automatically.
Does it? Okay.
Yes. So hold on, let me have a quick look here. So you're using a great sword, which is 2d6,
2d6.
right? Which
Yup.
was doubled. Oh, why did that not include the? Oh, I know why. You haven't turned the bloody. No, it happens automatically for everyone else, doesn't it? Krieger, when you don't have an effect on it, it automatically does it for you.
Yeah.
Let me have
That's a red die, isn't it, usually?
Usually, yeah, hold on. Abilities, your Orcish Fury. You
No,
don't...
It's called Savage Attack.
Savage attack is a barbarian.
Yeah, right, okay, hold on. Savage attacks. Why did that not roll that, I wonder?
I know it's 1 weapon damage die, but I don't know if criticals had 1 weapon damage die or double weapon damage.
Well, I wonder if it's because it's a great sword and it rolls 2 dies. That's really curious. Just roll an extra d6 just into the chat. That'll do. I'll add the extra 4 damage to him. Done. However, it was not enough to kill him. And he runs up the hallway and disappears out of sight.
We can't see any further up the hallway from where we are.
No, because it goes upstairs. Only a little bit, but it's raised above you anyway. Alright, well, let's actually just call it now.
Hang on.
Hold on.
I want to move up there.
Okay, you move up there?
Can I see him?
Absolutely not.
Okay, doesn't matter then.
There's the hallway exposed for you. Alright, we're going to call it there. So Brockrock turns out was a prisoner of the bandits and managed to escape and find his gear. And I'm just going to do this on your behalf, but he agrees to join your party and help you out since you guys helped save his life.
Cool. Here, have a potion of healing.
Thank you. I'd like to offer you guys a special token that's really close to me. I believe one of you could benefit from it more than me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a rock?
Yes, it is, but it's a necklace. A rock.
Shiny.
Mm.
Can I somehow drag it into like the party chat or something?
Yeah, open the party sheet and go to the inventory tab. You can drag it in there.
Wait, we can do that?
Yes, that's how you can swap items around.
Ooh.
I only
It's
learned about that the other
Going
day.
in.
So, Brock, tell us a bit about yourself.
Hello, I am
I'll do it for you.
I am Brokorok Krongrush. I am known far and wide as a hero of the land. I once led a militia to fight for me, and we took out an invading army. Not only that, but I have preordained the knowledge that I will become a great warrior one day.
Oh, by the way, we're doing XP again, so you've had it assigned. And on the inventory tab is the agate necklace, and he's offering it to someone freely who would like it.
Is it cursed?
Is it magical?
I can assure you, I have the spell Identify, and it is not cursed.
Yeah, sure. If nobody else wants it, put it on.
Yes, the other orc needs adornment.
Yep.
All my drawings will stay on there.
They should do, yes.
Okay, because it just makes it easier to remember where everything is.
Yep.
It does.
But my cursed longsword looks awesome.
It does. Alright, so we're going to call it there. For those watching, thank you very much. And 100 followers, guys. That's getting there.
Well
and
done,
yes, thank you. And for those who haven't seen it, there is the funny cup on the website now, furzazad.com.
With our experience,
Yep.
what level should we have everything in there? Because
So anyway, I'm just
Was
going to call
there-
you Brock.
I'll
for
fix
now.
that up later.
What are you?
Alright, I'm going to end the stream, guys, and then we can have a chat.